Greetings. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. So at this time where I'm at, it's raining. And rain, it definitely represents a lot to me. Okay? Rain is a symbol of cleansing, clearing out negative energies. Water is very significant. You know, we're like, 98% water. It's very significant. And also a good way to cleanse your energy is to literally just let the rain fall on you. It's a good way to cleanse your energy. All right, we're gonna hop into the reading. Holy Spirit, what's going on in the collective energy at this time? The first card that popped out is Judgment. What I say, cleansing, right? The divine has definitely called judgment against these individuals that are relentlessly attacking you, okay? They're relentlessly trying to make you go down a path that you have rejected, all right? You are the star. You have remained hopeful even through adversity, hard times, struggling. You know, whether it be financially, whether it be emotionally, you're definitely moving on the right path as to where your hopes, your dreams are becoming your reality. Everything that you are desiring is becoming your reality despite all the attacks sent your way. All right, Holy Spirit, clarify this judgment. Clarify this judgment. Two of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. All right, fate is turning in your favor, and it's through the love that you have for yourself. It's through the community that you desire. You know, a lot of good karma is definitely coming your way, and for some of you it could be coming in the form of a twin flame high level soulmate connection. Holy Spirit, clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Two of Cups. So the Magician was the first one that came out. You standing in your personal power, you being confident within yourself, you being sure of yourself is going to bring in a lot of things for you. Okay, and these things are going to be time spent around individuals that share the same morals and values that you do. Okay, this happiness, this joy, this success, this emotional fulfillment, this personal fulfillment. Okay, that is what's coming in for you at this time. Clarify the Sun, Three of Cups, Holy Spirit. It is prevalent that you stand your ground, okay? Because there are individuals that are committed to affecting your happiness, affecting all the things that you are manifesting at this time. It is prevalent that you stand your ground, all right? There's individuals that want to affect your emotional stability and your success, okay? There's abundance that's coming your way. They want to affect it, and it's really not happening, honestly. Yeah, and it's mainly because you're achieving a lot of balance, okay? You are not afraid to hold yourself accountable for, you know, things that you know you should do, but you're kind of like procrastinating on doing it, okay? And it could be a little bit of self-doubt. All right, because Three of Wands had came out on the side. So your horizons are definitely expanding, but in order for your horizons to expand even faster, you're being called to release any doubts that you may have, okay? Especially when it comes to like the outcome of situations or something that is manifesting within you, all right? There's definitely someone that is very dishonest, was very dishonest, and you chose to walk away from this individual that was in that energy. Yeah, and you learn from trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Things didn't work out the way that you thought they would, but you moved around. You get what I'm saying? And you started to focus on your creative endeavors. You started to focus more on yourself. You started to do things that help to ignite that passion and that joy of life, of just living. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're starting to appreciate the small things, and then you're also starting to really learn from trial and error as to where there are situations that might not work out, but you're realizing the blessing in it. You know, sometimes delays and rejection They really are divine protection. And then even when your intuition is telling you to reject a certain situation or reject a certain individual, you're realizing the blessing in that as well. Okay? You're definitely starting to believe in yourself more, because you're certain about your path, you know, and you're so focused, you're so determined, okay, because you're working towards being independent, remaining independent, being able to thrive independently, okay, and that is definitely happening for you right now. That is definitely in your energy, okay, as long as you're remaining grounded, continuing to love yourself, being mature in situations where there's a lot of immaturity around you. You know, you're standing in your power, holding your head up high regardless. All right. And that's causing towers for individuals that are in your energy. And then for you, it's like this change that you made. It was not just one day you woke up and everything was just different. You know, it was a process in this journey that you're on. But to other individuals around you, for them, it's like 1 second they see you in one place and the next second they see you in a whole other place. So they're like, wait, what's going on? And the gag is they need to focus on themselves, okay? And I was about to say woke, like somebody needs to wake the hell up, all right? You going towards new is bringing new towards you, okay? And it's going to come in the form of a lot of financial opportunities, all right? As you process these feelings, okay? There was a situation that happened. You had to be very patient, all right? You had to be very patient. And then you might have felt like things were kind of stuck and stagnant, but in actuality, they weren't. You were using your anxiety to your advantage, right? You were using your brain. You were thinking, even though you were fearful, even though you were anxious, you were thinking about this decision that you were making. So when you fully decided to really use your patience and then wait for the perfect moment to do what you needed to do, say what you needed to say, that helped you to come out on top. And now these same individuals that were trying to manifest this stagnancy within your life, they are not experiencing that stagnancy. Okay? These negative wishes that they wanted to happen in your life, that is happening to them at this time. Okay? You have completed out of this cycle. So now you're moving towards the future. You're moving towards conquering the world. Okay? And it's because you have learned how to love yourself. And you have also learned how to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes things could be a little bit uncomfortable. But once you get into the groove, you keep pushing, keep going, keep taking them steps forward, it definitely becomes easier. And you're definitely feeling that right now. A lot of the things that could have affected you a lot could have been your past. Right? There were situations that they were pretty horrible, right? But the way that you remembered it was like you were being kind of nostalgic. It seems as though you were more focused on the good memories than the bad memories. And now you're focusing on, like, when it comes to these situations that come back up, you're looking at how you navigated it in the past. And also, when you have past situations, past individuals that want to come towards you and try to have that nostalgic type of energy, you're remembering what you did to even make you walk away from them in the first place. You're remembering the vibration that they had you in when they were in your life, right? When they had access to you. And that is your breakthrough. That's your breakthrough. You being consistent, having a good routine, you're making sure that you pray, you're making sure that you're saying your self-love affirmations, remaining grounded, journaling, and just loving on yourself. That is why you have this breakthrough happening. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Listen, I said clarify this Knight of Pentacles. This new beginning coming your way is your fulfillment, is your blessings. And you are also having a new perspective when it comes to realizing that you are the fulfillment. You are the blessing in others' lives. There were a lot of individuals that wanted you to feel like you weren't anything special. You weren't important. And they tried to justify that by treating you a certain type of way. And as you started to fully stand in your power, these same individuals is looking at you like, oh, that's what you want? Okay. Like, you have individuals that thought something negative about you at one point. And now it's like their perception has completely shifted. And it's through the growth that you have made, okay? You really deserve a lot of these, a lot of the success that's coming your way. And your intuition is definitely letting you know to really be proud of yourself. Be proud of how far you have come, okay? You're sitting on your throne, all right? Your silence is definitely golden. Your silence is definitely golden. All right, because you're realizing everything does happen for a reason. There are no coincidences. And that is why you're receiving a lot of deserved success. You are in the spotlight. There are individuals watching you that you wouldn't even think that they're watching you. Because you're walking towards this new beginning, this fresh start. You're following your instincts. And then you have a lot of individuals that are feeling excluded at this time. Why are they feeling excluded, Holy Spirit? I said, why are they feeling excluded? And the Empress popped out. They're feeling excluded because you have fully stood in your divinity. You were able to accomplish so much without the help of others. Because remember, these individuals was not supporting you. They probably were making fun of you. They were probably wishing bad, like, oh, this ain't going nowhere. And look at them now, stuck. Look at them now. They want to express themselves to you. They want to talk to you. They want to apologize to you. Absolutely not. Talk to God about it. All right. You have a lot of individuals that want to give to you. All right. And you are a very generous individual. I'm talking to someone that you were going through some really hard times and you helped others. And sometimes you helped others so much that it put you in a worse spot. You will not experience that again. And you are receiving those blessings. Those seeds that you planted, they're sprouting. They're sprouting. The Most High wants you to rest and relax. Okay? Because you have a lot coming your way. You have a lot coming your way, okay? And it's coming in the form of love. And it's because you love yourself. The divine wants to shower you with this abundance and these blessings because you love yourself. When it comes to these individuals, they have addictions. They have restrictions. They did not realize in the past that them moving in their ego was them playing into the enemy's hand. And now they're realizing why you do not move with these dark forces, because they will bite you on your ass and laugh at you as you're struggling. Somebody had a demon on them that was doing their bidding. And as soon as that demon deemed them not worthy, not even worthy. Well, hell, shit, worthy. Because somebody thought they was a big dog. Somebody thought that moving in their ego put them above the rest. Somebody thought that the dark magic and the dark energies that they were throwing out, it was just going to make them stronger and stronger and stronger. And now judgment has been called where the divine is definitely on their ass, okay? And then also the Lovers card came out with the Devil card. So somebody could have a Capricorn that's coming towards them with some type of love offer. Or you could be a Gemini that is thinking about going towards somebody with a love offer. Or it could be coming towards you, okay? Clarify this Devil card, Holy Spirit. We're going to get into it. Listen, what did I say? Somebody was working with dark forces in order to slow down your progress in some type of way. And they're realizing that it was a bad investment. Somebody was so much in their ego where they walked away from you. It's giving a romantical type of connection. And they walked away from you even though, like, things were great. And then they walked away from you to go towards something else. And then they realized it was a bad investment. This individual had really bad habits. They realized this person wasn't actually who they said they were. Somebody learned real quick, like, hey, like, They had to set a lot of boundaries with these motherfuckers, bro. Because they realized that they shouldn't have did what they did. And they realized that meeting this individual, that was their karma, because they ended up being very greedy. They ended up being very possessive. They ended up just being someone that, they didn't think that that's what they were. They wouldn't have walked away from you if they knew that that's what the fuck they were walking into, right? So now this individual is learning how to set boundaries, right? But they're still kind of moving in their ego, okay? The goals that you achieve through all this work that you're doing is leading to your wish fulfillment. Okay? And also, I could be talking to a divine masculine. There's a divine masculine that will receive something that is going to feel like wish fulfillment for you. Okay? You're going to be feeling very satisfied. Okay? Yeah. And it's through like the generosity that you had with someone. You were still focusing on your healing journey. You were still, just working on your inner child healing, and it wasn't easy for you, but you still were a supportive figure for somebody, right? And they chose to like stab you in the back, and you are going to be receiving your just due for that. Okay? It didn't happen in vain. You releasing the past, it's opening up a lot for you, because a lot of the situations that could have happened in your past that you had let go of, it was affecting your forward momentum, especially when it came to you remaining balanced, okay? And then also, there was a lot of harmonious relationships that just really threw you off course. They really threw you off course. And the fact that you are able to let go of it, and for the most part let go of it, because we're all healing, you are definitely in a better space as to where you're pouring into yourself. You're learning how to pour into yourself and nurture yourself more and more and more, okay? And that is why you're like attracting a lot of harmony into your life, okay? And when I say this harmony, it's not just about like relationships. It's also about harmony with your finances and things like that, okay? You standing up as a leader, okay, stepping out of the status quo, not trying to be accepted, that's definitely putting you in a better space, okay? You're no longer feeling these feelings of exhaustion, okay? And the reason why you're not feeling these feelings of exhaustion is because you have let go of these negative energies that were really trying to have a hold on you, as to where the energy is going back to where it originated. Okay, that's why we do return to senders. Return to sender, all energies sent to harm or disturb me and my loved ones. Like that affirmation, it sends back that negative energy to where it was supposed to be at, off rip. All right? Because there was definitely someone, like with this Page of Swords in reverse, there was definitely someone that was really being emotionally manipulated. Okay, and it's odd. It's odd because it seems as though like, it came out of thin air. They just wanted to stir up discourse and conflicts just because they could, or they thought they could, right? And you made this necessary ending. You didn't hesitate to make this necessary ending and set this boundary, and it definitely has you in a good space, because as you like made this necessary ending, there's a lot of secrets that are being revealed, and a lot of the secrets being revealed are through a lot of the lies that they told, okay? You walking away from this individual definitely opened up a lot of judgment to come down on this individual because of the lies they told, because they're no longer able to keep up with these lies, right? There also could be a Virgo that some type of lie that they told is being revealed in some type of way. Yeah. Somebody wanted to make you seem like you were weak, and every day that you get up is proof of your strength, and somebody feels dumb. Like I literally heard dumb, because you're enjoying your journey. Somebody wanted you to be stressed, depressed. They wanted you to be feeling crazy, and you're not. Yeah, you might have some bad days. Yeah, you might have some bad moments, but over the fuck all, you are in a good space. Especially emotionally, you're in a much better space now than you were when you were around these individuals. Okay, and it was because you were absorbing a lot of their negative energies, and it was manifesting bullshit around you, right? So you really choosing yourself and loving yourself is helping you to manifest even more of that in your life. Okay, clarify this Ace of Wands, Holy Spirit. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You have gained a lot of emotional stability. You have released a lot of insecurities that you have. You're definitely healing yourself, and you're doing a great job at it, okay? And it's because you took pure action towards doing that. You're passionate about your life. You're passionate about your journey. You're passionate about your forward momentum, okay? Clarify this Knight of Wands, Holy Spirit. Yeah. And the mainly, like, what fuels you to take these actions and, you know, to make these big decisions, it's about the emotions that come up. You know, these emotions that come up for you are your intuition. Your intuition is giving you these emotions. Your higher self is letting you feel these emotions and process these emotions, because it's breaking down these illusions. Okay, it's breaking down this negative spell work that somebody's trying to throw your way. All right, and it's putting you out on top to where now you could sift through it and somebody can approach you, and then you could literally automatically notice, like, oh, you, something ain't right with you. It ain't sitting right with my spirit. Move your ass around, go over there. Like, that's the energy that I'm feeling. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely, you're funny. Because motherfuckers just wanted to be messy. Like, they just wanted to play in your face, make you feel some type of way. Somebody definitely has, like, they're just into some really sticky, crazy shit. And they lied about, like, what the fuck they actually were into. And your intuition was telling you what they were into. And then you just started noticing, like, hey, I can't collaborate with you because you got some bullshit going on. Because somebody offered you, like, some type of romantic offer, but they tried to make themselves out to be like they were being moved from love, but whole time, like, they ended up being messy as fuck. Something definitely was revealed to you, and you ended up ghosting the situation. And you didn't even have, like, you didn't feel like you had to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't feel obligated. You just said, fuck it, I'm good. Leave me alone. And you ain't had to say it. You just showed that shit with your energy. All right? And that's good, okay? Keep doing that. All right, because you're showing the Most High how much you love yourself by what you are not willing to deal with in confidence, right? You in the solitude because you want to be in the solitude. If you wanted to be around a lot of motherfuckers, you would. But right now, you're focusing on you. If you're not in this Nine of Pentacles energy like me, you move around. All right, deal with somebody that's on your level, pretty much, because you're confident within yourself. And you have gained so much peace in your solitude that you will protect that peace, right? Continue to do that. Continue to do that. Yeah, and then you have a clear direction when it comes to you moving forward from any conflicts that may come your way, right? Like, you have individuals that they're thinking about it, right? They're thinking about trying to set conflicts with you, but they can't even reach you. They can't even get close enough to even do it, because you literally got your eyes on a prize. You got that tunnel vision to where you not even noticing all the bullshit. And that's a really good space for you to be in, because you're blocking out all of the noise. You feel me? Closing messages. Confirmation. Close the messages. Your intuition is guiding you. Be at peace with these decisions that you're making, because I promise you, it's setting you up for success. You are moving in the right direction. All right? If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light. Bye.